In the past, your significant other was under the impression that you would never let them go. They believed that even if they disappeared or left, you would always be the one to initiate contact. This belief was rooted in their past experiences with you, where you would always reach out, always be the one to mend the bridges that they had burned. But things have changed now. You've made it clear that unless they start taking things more seriously, you won't tolerate their self-centered behavior. You've communicated this change in your stance not just through words, but also through your actions. You've shown them that you're not the same person who would let them walk all over you. You've shown them that you value yourself too much to let them treat you as an option rather than a priority. Through your words and actions, you've demonstrated that for a relationship to progress to a deeper level of commitment, both parties need to invest equally. It's not just about spending time together or going on dates. It's about being there for each other emotionally, supporting each other through the highs and lows, and growing together as individuals and as a couple. You've shown them that both parties need to invest intellectually as well. A relationship is not just about shared interests or hobbies. It's about having deep, meaningful conversations, challenging each other's views, and learning from each other. You've shown them that if only one person continues to contribute, the relationship may not be sustainable in the long run. A one-sided relationship is like a boat with only one oar. No matter how hard one person rows, the boat will only go in circles. This realization has made them see your worth. They never imagined that you would simply let them go, but you did, and they learned a great deal from it. They learned that you're not someone who can be taken for granted. They learned that you're someone who knows their worth and won't settle for less. Now, they are praying and reaching out to the universe for another chance with you. They are tired of the karmic cycle, the endless loop of making the same mistakes and facing the same consequences. They are ready to break this cycle and make amends. They don't want anyone else to get close to you. They realize that they've lost something precious, and they don't want to lose you to someone else. Their focus is now on aligning their life and circumstances so that they can return to you without feeling burdened or guilty. They are committed to making things right, to proving to you that they've changed and are worthy of your love and trust. Your significant other has realized their mistakes and is now willing to make amends. They are ready to invest in the relationship emotionally and intellectually, and are focused on aligning their life so that they can return to you. They have learned from their past mistakes and are now praying for another chance with you. They have realized your worth and are committed to proving their worth to you. They don't want anyone else to get close to you, and are ready to do whatever it takes to make things right. They are ready to break the karmic cycle and start anew. They are ready to do the right things, for you and for the relationship. They are ready to love and be loved, to give and receive, to cherish and be cherished. They are ready, are you? From the moment our paths crossed, I experienced an awakening, a realization of what it truly means to connect with another soul. It was as if a dormant part of me suddenly came alive, a part one never knew existed until I met you. It was love at first sight, a phenomenon I had heard of but never truly understood until that moment. Your presence resonated with me on an energetic level, a connection so profound it transcended the physical realm. In my naivety, I attempted to replace you, to fill the void your absence left with others. But each attempt was futile, a stark reminder of the unique bond we shared. No one could mirror the depth of our connection, the intensity of our bond. I found myself trying to articulate my feelings to others, attempting to paint a picture of our bond with words. But they couldn't comprehend it. Our connection, our bond, was something that had to be felt, not explained. I often found myself wondering if you could sense my emotions in the same way I could sense yours. Could you pick up on the subtle shifts in my mood, the anger simmering beneath the surface, the joy radiating from within? I could feel when you were upset, a wave of sadness washing over me, mirroring your emotions. You ignited a fire within me, a passion so intense it consumed me. I was drawn to you, like a moth to a flame, unable to resist your pull. The depth of our connection was something I couldn't quantify. I knew it was deep, deeper than any connection I had ever experienced, but I couldn't fathom just how deep it ran. The thought of spending the rest of my life with you filled me with a sense of peace. With you, I found a home, a place where I belonged. Our connection was so powerful it stirred jealousy among others. They couldn't understand the bond we shared, the unspoken understanding, the silent conversations. When you turned your attention to others, I felt a pang of jealousy. It was a feeling I couldn't control, a testament to the depth of my feelings for you. I yearned for your attention, your affection, your love. The separation was taking its toll on me. I longed for the day we would be reunited, for the day I could look into your eyes and lose myself in their depths. I was waiting, patiently, for both of us to meet again. Our connection was unlike anything I had ever experienced. It was a bond so unique, so profound, it was incomparable. Despite the distance, despite the separation, you were always in my thoughts. I hadn't forgotten about you, and I knew I never could. You had left an indelible mark on my heart, a mark that could never be erased. You were a part of me, a part one would carry with me for the rest of my life. In this moment, your silence is deafening. It stretches on, a seemingly endless void that I'm desperately trying to fill. I'm doing my best not to panic, to keep my fears at bay, but the longer you remain silent, the more my mind begins to wander. It's a treacherous path, filled with doubts and insecurities that I've tried so hard to suppress. I find myself questioning everything. Have I hurt you? The thought is unbearable. The possibility that I've caused you pain, more than I could ever comprehend, gnaws at me. I replay our conversations over and over in my head, scrutinizing every word, every inflection. Have my words, harsh and angry as they were, pushed you away? Have I, in my anger, created a chasm between us that can't be bridged? The thought that I might have saddened you is a heavy burden. It weighs on my heart, a constant reminder of the damage that words can do. I find myself wishing for a chance to take it all back, to erase the hurt and replace it with understanding and compassion. My worries don't end there. I'm plagued with the fear that you no longer trust me. That the faith you once had in my words and promises has been eroded by time and misunderstandings. The thought that you might no longer be willing to wait for me, to give me the chance to make things right, is terrifying. These thoughts, these fears, they're consuming me. They're all I can think about, day and night. They're sucking the life out of me, leaving me feeling drained and stressed out. It's like being caught in a storm, with no shelter in sight. Despite it all, I find myself yearning to communicate with you. To reach out and bridge the gap that has formed between us. But you seem so far away, so unreachable. It's like trying to catch a cloud, no matter how much you stretch, it's always just out of reach. Things feel so different this time. It's as if you've drifted away, carried off by the current of our misunderstandings. It's a painful realization, one that fills me with a sense of loss. It's like waking up one day to find that the sun has gone out, leaving the world in perpetual darkness. I'm left grappling with these feelings, trying to make sense of it all. But no matter how hard I try, I can't shake off the feeling that things have changed irrevocably. That you, the person who once felt so close, are now miles away. And I'm left here, alone with my thoughts, hoping against hope that things can still be set right.